Welcome back in, everybody. It is Trial Tuesday, and today we're talking guns in schools. It's been a huge topic of conversation since the shooting at Sandy Hook in Newtown, Connecticut, as well as some alarming incidents right here in the Lowcountry. Joining me this morning is attorney David Aylor, a class act beyond a reasonable doubt, to weigh in on this controversial issue. Counselor, welcome back to the program. You know, we've seen it in Newtown. That sparked a lot of debate around the country. Last week, 2 incidences of guns found here in the Lowcountry. So where do you think this goes from here?
Well, I think you're going to see probably what you're already seeing, just more of the attention being directed particularly to the schools. Obviously, gun issues as a whole has always been a hot button political issue, but it's when horrific incidents like what happened up in Newtown come to light that really, have people taking an extra step as far as safety, awareness, and also what laws may come from it.
Yeah, now two students were found with schools in guns here in the Lowcountry last week alone. What kind of legal action are they facing, and what do students who might choose to bring a gun or even a BB gun into school face?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, they're going to obviously have issues with their school. More than likely, they're going to be expelled for that. There's obviously a number of reasons you can get expelled, but you can almost guarantee getting expelled if you're bringing a weapon, because more likely than not, they themselves can't own that weapon legally even outside of school grounds because of their age and a number of other factors. Beyond that, bringing it on the school grounds, of course, while at school is illegal in and of itself. And so they're going to be facing, some serious consequences within the courtroom as well as actually with the school.
There are charges, correct me if I'm wrong, for even having a school in a certain amount of feet, a gun in a certain amount of feet of a school.
Right, and and that's what the issue is going to be in these type of cases. Not only are these individuals underage for bringing these guns, they're bringing them onto school property, and so ultimately they're not supposed to possess them in the first place. Then they're bringing them onto school as a student. I mean, they're really looking at some serious crimes.
Well, let's talk about the legal issue of now local municipalities wanting to have armed officers within schools. Do you think that's in their legal right, and what kind of channels does it have to go through, state, local, city governments, to make sure that that happens or doesn't happen?
Well, it's an interesting dynamic. As you know, North Charleston has already done it, and they've made that decision within the municipality of North Charleston. What you're also seeing is a little bit of blowback there from the school districts, because they feel like they understandably should have a say in it. What's going to ultimately end up happening is you're going to have, different, whether it be the municipalities or the school boards, have to take it to vote. And I don't think you're going to have any, really arguments per se as the officers actually coming there, as much as yours how they're going to be able to fund them.
Now, Georgetown County already did this, as you said, North Charleston well on its way to approving this. Do you see this becoming a nationwide trend? Are there going to be armed officers in every single school in America?
I don't think there will be, because obviously it's going to be on a state-by-state basis, and you're just going to have some schools that literally can't afford to have an officer there for, the entire week. They may do more security, protection, that sort of thing, maybe even hire private security, which would cost a little bit less than, an armed officer.
Yeah, but when in doubt, you should probably just leave that gun at home. I mean, there's really no reason to have it at school property in the first place.
Absolutely, and obviously you're hearing a lot of talk about whether or not teachers should be able to bring guns to school. I think you'll see that debate go on here in South Carolina as well as other states, and, really it seems like the public is kind of split on that.
I guess we'll just have to see where it goes from here. The debate continues. Attorney David Aylor, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it as always. Tom Crawford has another look at your forecast coming up right after the break. Stay with us.